Hello, Gemini. This is Grand Madam with your general reading. I'm not going to put a timing on these readings anymore because sometimes they're picking up the past and they're ongoing and continuous months down the road. So this is what I'm seeing today. I've pulled 3 cards from the Dark Goddess deck, Nyx, Goddess Izumi, and Goddess Fortuna. And they have the message of respite, persuasion, and fate. Okay? And what's so important about fate, all 3 are very important, but with fate, whatever decision you make soon, if not today, will determine your fate for years to come. So on that note, I want you to be very, very clear about what you want, what you need to do, and the consequences there, potential consequences that would be involved. Because, as I said, you don't want to be stuck in a bad situation for years, but you do want to be stuck in a good situation for years. Maybe. Okay? Now, Ray, I think his name is Diallo, is a motivational speaker. He talks of the billionaire mindset. Whenever we're confronted with a risk to take and a decision to make, he says, number 1, you go into your meditation. But number 2, you look at the potential problems that could crop up from your decision down the road, okay? And he says, once you have identified the possibility or the potential of problems, obstacles, setbacks, set up contingency plans for them. Okay? So I wish someone had told me that years ago. If you make a decision, look over the consequences of your decision and set up contingency plans for possible obstacles down the road. Okay? In other words, he's saying CYA, cover your ass. Now, it's interesting. In the column, I've also put down the romance angels and the angels of abundance for you here. The romance angels are also saying it's time for a retreat, time for a rest. It's time to disconnect from the rest of the world. And this is right underneath of Nyx, Goddess Nyx's message of respite. So this means it's time for you to go into your shell. If you don't have a shell, you can borrow mine. Because this is the time of meditation, prayer for some of you, chanting, just to be alone, to think things through. Journaling is also an excellent tool to get your head clear. And that's why you are in retreat, or you should be going in retreat right now. You've got to take the time to heal yourself and to free yourself from what no longer serves you. And when I say what no longer serves you, because that sounds like the cliche of 2020, what's not helping you, what's not making you happy. But you have to be really serious about understanding and identifying what is not making you happy, because you choose your happiness. So if someone comes along, or some people comes along, or some job comes along where you know you are absolutely miserable around them, they've got to go, or you've got to go. So this is why you're taking time for your retreat. You've got some stuff to really think about. And while you're doing that, I have the Moonology card that says, it is time to release negativity. This is a full moon in Scorpio. That tells me when that moon is in Scorpio like that, that is some intense emotional stuff going on, Gemini. You can't intellectualize it. You've got to meditate on it. You can't outthink that. You've got to take that higher. You've got to take it to your higher self, take it to the spiritual realms and ask for help. Angels, higher self, universe, source. You need help with that. You can't do that alone. And one of the problems, it seems to be, according to the romance angels, is there is an issue with codependency. Codependency is an addiction. Codependency is I can't live without you. Of course you can. You may not want to, or the other person may not want to live without you, but that's just an attachment. That's not love. And a codependency like that will hold you back. It's crippling. So you've got to get rid of that. Now, I'm reading for Gemini. So, Gemini, I have a feeling this is you. And what the Moonology deck says is that it's time to take off the mask, time to detach from other people and show the world who you are. Moon in Aquarius. Get in Aquarius energy. Your ideas are good. Your values are solid. You just have this fear of being alone. It's great being alone. That's where all your ideas come from. Your best ideas come when you're alone, not when you're with people. Your best money-making ideas come when you're being alone. Your best ideas for love come when you're alone. Your best dreams come when you're alone. The best of everything can come when you're alone, as far as creativity and ideas. But if you can't be alone, you're not going to have any of those things. And you'll be forever stuck in a rut. That's what they don't tell you. For some reason, well, I'm not even going there, because I'm not going there. Just do not be afraid of being alone with yourself. If it's that bad, keep a pad and pencil or pen with you at all times, and then jot down your thoughts. Or do like I do when nobody's around, start talking to yourself and answering back. Start asking yourself some questions. Get a mirror. Get in front of the mirror. Put it in front of you on your desk and start chatting away with yourself. You'd be surprised what you'll come out and find. Now, I wouldn't suggest you do that in front of people, which is why it's so very important to do things alone, okay? Get used to being alone and enjoying the aloneness. It is not loneliness, it is aloneness. Because what codependency really means, when you say, it's I'm nothing without you, and that's a lie. You're a whole lot by yourself. And that's what you're going to have to discover with the codependency, okay? Once you have discovered who you really are, after you spend some time alone, then you can show the world who you really are and not be afraid to. And you will not succumb to others' trickery once you know who you are, because there's some tricksters out here, as you well know, Gemini. But you will not succumb to the trickery of others once you know who Gemini is. All right? Now, this looks like the next card, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. For those of you in relationship, for those of you, here we go with the lighting problem again. For those of you, why not do that in the first place? For those of you who are trying to get back in a relationship, somebody's going to take a nice trip. It should be good. The outcome should be good. It's going to be awkward, but step out of your comfort zone. Step out your comfort zone and go for it. Take it slow. This is your north node. Where anything in your north node is the best, is the goal you're striving for, is your life purpose, okay? Or your life's objective. That's what you do. That's what you do. So, and take that honeymoon trip, whether you're married or not. Whether you're trying to reestablish a relationship or not. And just see what happens, okay? See what happens. Financially, Gemini, you need some more money. Who doesn't, right? But you have got to learn to hold on to some more money. Pay yourself first. Make yourself your most important financial obligation to setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This is a form of love. This is a form of self-care. Okay? You're investing in yourself. Also, cooperation instead of competition. And let me let you in on a secret that most people don't know. There's no such thing as competition. Either they want you or they don't. That goes in personal relationships, business relationships, auditions, whatever you're told that you have to compete for. Nah. They just want you to jump through hoops and give up your energy to them for what they want to use your energy for. There is no such thing as competition. Whenever someone tries to make you compete, let the red flag go up. Cooperation is the key. And while you're paying yourself first and working with navigating cooperation, it would be a good idea. I said while. How about before? Before you do any of that, write down your gratitude list. 10 things a day I am grateful for, or thank you for. Thanks, source, universe, higher self, thank yourself. Basically, you're counting your blessings. Okay? Now, let's get on with the reading. Where? Oh, here. I am going to, let's move these out the way. Put those up here. Today, I'm going to use the vice versa deck. So, and with these, I try to look the other way as I shuffle because I don't want to be prejudiced about the pictures. Pictures are on both sides, so I'm looking away. What is the message for Gemini today? You're going to use the old Celtic spread. I like the extended one. I add a little twist to it every now and then. What is the message for Gemini today? Okay. Okay, Spirit. How do you want me to do this? Okay. All right. Overall energy, Gemini, someone is either coming to you fast, this is Sagittarius energy, fire sign, or you are going to them fast. That's the overall energy. Around you is the energy of the happy, dancing into the sun, happy couple. This is the Four of Wands. This is the card that is about the celebration, a wedding celebration, a baby shower, anniversary shower, retirement shower. But it is also about laying down a strong, solid foundation, in a relationship. This is also the wedding card. This is one of the marriage cards in the deck. And what's crossing it is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is a card that speaks of collaboration, teamwork, and in this case, work is being done and work is being checked, okay, to see if everything is okay. So this looks like a card of someone working on the relationship, because this what looks like your reading is going to be about. Okay. This is okay. This is the Sun card. This is a different side. This is happier times. This is super success. The little child is with the horse, petting the horse. The horse is being gentle and the sun has risen. But on this, the sun has set. And the child and the horse are outside of the wall. And the wall is guarded. That reduces the success and the joy. It's almost as if you were outcast. I'm not going to play with this. Let me check on this. I've never seen that. This is okay. Okay. The Sun card is positive on both sides, with the difference here being that your doubts and fears are justified. It's good to be aware of challenges, to be on guard. But again, as on the other side of the card, all will be well. Keep it moving. Expand upon your plans to include contingencies for the darker times. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I just say that? But remember, the morning will always come again. Now, what and in the pre-shuffle, I can't find that card right now. In the pre-shuffle, I spoke. Fortuna, Goddess Fortuna, the fate. This is about this. Okay, whatever decision you make, you're going to be stuck with for years, if not the rest of your life. Now, remember when I said, if you anticipate problems, and this whole thing is about a relationship that went from that smacks of third party, that is down to, well, we'll see. Looks like it's down to just the two of you now. We'll see as we go along. Going back or accepting this person back, being chosen, you have a lot of doubts and fears, and you're taking one hell of a risk. I am not going to sugarcoat it for you. You are taking a risk with this person, but that's the person you want. So here goes. You see the guards up on the wall? You see the obelisk? That's the all-seeing eye up there. I do believe, I can't tell if it's Horus or, I can't tell if it's the eye of Horus. I cannot tell the right eye from the left eye. Anyway, you know what you're going to be dealing with, or the potential of what you're going to have to deal with. So, build in your contingency plans now. If the third party was an issue before and it crops up again, have your plan ready for you. That's what this is saying, okay? Put Fortuna back up here. And yeah, you would definitely, this is talking about, this is the Hierophant, not reverse, vice versa. And this is talking about a non-traditional relationship. Well, you have your polyamorous relationships, you have your third-party relationships, but the bottom line is still, they're never stable. And they're definitely non-traditional, okay? Also, with the Hierophant's back turned, the little baby with the key is something new. You may be wanting to try, and there's the goddess over there, and what is this, an apple? Apple's been sliced open. You might want to try a new type of relationship, or your relationship has changed. That's number one. You may just, when I say try a new type of relationship, I'm thinking about you may have been lovers, but now somebody's in the friend zone. You want to keep this person in your life, but you can't trust them in a love relationship. Maybe you want to kick them to the friend zone. Or maybe they'll just be friends with benefits now. Because some marriages end up like that after the divorce. So that's what that card is about. Oh, and here's another. Yeah, you're letting go of a whole lot of stuff. This, okay. Vice versa, this is the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on. Now, Gemini, you have decided to just relinquish. You're just letting it all go. It is what it is. You're not going to hold on to anything. You're releasing the pentacles. You're releasing what you were holding on to or being released. But this I'm reading from the perspective of the Gemini. Yeah. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. Here we go right back with fate again. Same thing. Choose wisely. Make your contingency plans. Cycle is ended. This time, well, this is the Wheel of Fortune. It's talking about fate. It's talking about fate. So one cycle is ended and now another one begins. And here, yeah, this looks like a new beginning, Gemini, because this is the Five of Cups. I've never seen this card quite like that before. And if you notice, the difference between this guy here, looking at the cups that are spilled, is he is remorseful, but this guy here has stood up and he's moving on. I think he's going to pick up these cups and walk on down the road. You see the rose blossoming? That is a rose, isn't it? That is a red rose. Can you see that? Where's my pointer? See the red rose behind the cloak? And what is that? Oh, that's just a cloak. I do believe all the regrets and all that stuff is over, and someone is trying to start anew. At least they're not suffering anymore. Okay, this is what happened. Yeah, because look, something else I just noticed. You're over it, Gemini. See, he's looking down at the cup spilled, and he's on his knee, on one knee. Cups on the ground, on his knee. And on this side, he's finally seen the two cups that were left standing. And the person who is cloaked is going to stand up. He's got two cups, and he's got a rose. So somebody's coming back around, or at least thinking about it. But looking at that card, I think they're on the move. And now, oh, look at this. Here's the Ten of Swords. Right now, someone's in the position of looking back, trying to figure out how in the world did that happen. To me, this is a card. To me, this is like some kind of way. I sincerely believe it's astral projection after death, or either death or astral projection, where someone is looking back on the hurt and the pain, the backstabbing, all that stuff they went through, and trying to figure out why. Not that how did that happen? Not just how, why? What was the motivation? What caused all this? Up top, you see a solar eclipse. Whenever you have a solar eclipse, information comes out from all different directions. The universe is making sure, this is the universe's way of snitching. And yes, the universe will snitch. If you're off your path because of one thing or another, and the universe wants you back on your specific path, and you can't see that path anymore because you're involved in something different, the universe will snitch. So this is something else. Where's the retreat card? You need to retreat about. Yeah. The information you seek is going to come out of your retreat, come out of your meditations. All right? Hopes and fears. Can the two of you, this is the Lover's card. Your hopes and fears are about this relationship. Can we really pull it off? Is it for real this time? And here's the thing. On this side of the card, you have an angel guiding you, the source, God, angel, whatever, guiding you two back together. On this side, you're on your own. And that's a fear. And justifiably so. Can we make it this time? Are we going to do what it needs to be done together this time? Outcome. Here we go. Look. Where is it? This is the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords talks about rest. It is the message of Nix. The message of retreat from the romance articles and now you have it here in the vice versa deck. The difference between when I see this, this is you going within. This is you going within, which is peaceful. You see the brick wall or the concrete wall? That's concrete. The concrete wall and the old man, that's security, safety, that's peace. As opposed to the fires in the back, you're safe, but you're also feeling quite bluntly, if I might say, I'm too old for this shit. Okay. Currently you have someone, this is a Knight of Swords. Someone is dashing in. There's an energy dashing in. I can't imagine you dashing into anyone. Or someone is dashing into you if you're not dashing into them. And I mean, it's a mad dash. But this dash, this Knight of Swords, compared to this Knight of Swords, this person is unfocused. They're just charging in. No, they don't have a plan. They don't have anything. It's just, I'm coming. I'm here. Nothing can stop me. And it's like, this King of Swords reversed. I don't know what's going on, Gemini. Both of these cards are your cards. Gemini, chill for a minute. Because this Knight is charging in without a plan of action. Just charging in. No direction whatsoever. Just charging in. But this King right here, the King of Swords, you see it? There's a storm brewing in the background. Lightning, clouds. It's going to be horrendous. And that King is standing there ready to take whatever is coming. Which is so much different than this one. There's a war brewing. A storm, not a war. There's a storm brewing, and this King believes, this is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that they will withstand whatever this person brings. Who's also an air sign, but carries it like a fire sign. So we have, it's all air. Do we have anything else other than air? We have a couple cups. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. We have Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. Gemini, you're all up in your reading. Well, it's your reading, right? You're having difficulties with the Ace of Swords, which is the Ace of Truth, which is also an air sign, air card. This is the mind. This sword is a double-edged sword that you use to get the truth, and then with the truth, you start cutting out what no longer serves you. That's a mental challenge right now. Yeah, because you're going to end up cutting out folks, places, and things that you really like. That's the problem with it. Good gosh, I reckon. And here's some more swords. Your whole reading is about what's in your head, Gemini. Now, this is anxiety. You have an emotional anxiety here. But, again, rest, retreat. Go into your meditations. The difference between this, it looks like those 9 swords are stabbing him in certain places, like his hand or maybe elbow or something like that. This is what's in his face. Anxiety comes from worrying and worrying and worrying a lot. To deal with the anxiety, this person has gone within in their meditations, and they are going to contain their emotions and stop the worry and contain. So you're on your way out. If you could meditate, just retreat, meditate, take time to yourself, and you should be good. The outcome, Gemini, is this King of Pentacles. He sits on his throne at night, meaning he's up there looking at the stars too. He wants the answers about the mysteries of life. He pretty much has the mysteries of money taken care of. But this is the card of an entrepreneur, a businessman, someone who works well with numbers, someone maybe who could be an accountant, um, CEO of something. This guy knows how to master his money. He's usually married and a family man. This is your outcome, Gemini. If this is not the man that's coming to you, then this is the qualities of the man that you want. And for some, the qualities of this King of Pentacles are all yours. All yours. Okay? And the outcome is good. Basically, Gemini, as in your pre-shuffle, you are going to have to meditate on the situation. Get some rest first. Meditate on the situation. Use your powers of persuasion when you're ready to speak. And ask your higher self. Go within yourself for answers, because it looks to me like you're going to have a decision to make. And that decision that would make you happy also is high risk, because it has potential problems attached to it. So you're going to have to make some contingency plans before you move forward. Okay? And Gemini, that was your reading. This is Grand Madam wishing you luck.